Hello everybody, my name is Pravus and welcome back to more Hearts of Iron 4 Old World Blues 3.0. The monster in the east. We are playing as the Texan Brotherhood. We have consolidated all this territory and soon shall be attacking the Choctaw Nation, the Cherokee Nation, and the Chickasaw Muskogee. I never have known how to pronounce that properly. Muskogee? Muskogee? I feel like I'm being insensitive by not understanding how to say it, but I always mess it up. Anyway. We're growing a little bit, is what we're trying to say. I did roll over into the newest version of 3.0, Old World Blues, so we are working with the latest version everyone else has. I should have done that a couple videos ago, but now we are here. Still having the issue where, like, the organization marketplace, I very briefly see something pop over here and then immediately go away. Now, the thing is, I don't know if that's a bug that still isn't resolved, or if it's, like, just not relevant to the Texan Brotherhood, so the game is kindly getting it out of my way. I don't feel like that's what's supposed to be happening. But that could be what's happening. Industrial fertilizer, look at that two-headed cow. It's so cute. Moo-moos. Alright. What else do we want? Well, we could get ahead of time on some other tech with the 80% boosts, but I think I'm still going to wait on that. Research, this is still a little bit ahead of time, not worried about that. I'm still not really worrying at all about encryption and decryption. Just feel like that's not something I feel particularly inclined to make use of. Don't really care about any of the naval game. Could start working on things like barrage balloons and stuff, right? I mean, that is something we could do. If you research motorized flight, I can start working on some upgrades for various different fighters. That is probably worth doing at some point in the near-ish future, if not right away. We'll see. The cannery, there it is, just had an economic resurgence, so they are now up and running. We expect our income from taxes to rise as well, which is good. How much of a difference does it make as far as we are aware in our quarterly income? Come on, game, don't get rid of that little hourglass. There you go. No difference at all. Okay. Well, that's fine, probably. Yeah, I don't really know how all this is necessarily supposed to work. But it doesn't always seem to do what I would expect it to. Now, because I own a second node, do I get a second trade route? That is the question. Wait, where are all the trade routes? Hold on. Trade node maps. Huh? Where'd they go? Wait a minute. Well, is this a thing where they were working better on the previous version? Because now I don't see them. Where are they? Oh, no. Okay, well, let's go to country trade routes. Can I set up another one to, like, let's say to Houston? Send trade routes. Current trade route limit is 1, apparently. I guess I can do another one. All right. There we go. So we're going from Houston to the Lone Star and then the cannery to Houston twice, apparently. I can't say that I really understand why that would be the case, but all right. Sure, by owning another node, we were able to do some more trade. Presumably, that will translate into some extra income. Yeah, what happened there? That's a little bit bizarre, though, am I right? I used to have these. It was very helpful. I liked them. Where'd they go? Maybe it's a little UI thing on my end. I don't know. It's certainly seeming like the previous patch might have actually worked a little bit better. Still, it's fine. We'll go with this. I want to make sure that I am still working with what everyone else is working on. We are building military factories a heck of a lot faster right now because we were able to complete that specialized mission, which is awesome. Very happy about that. Still rolling in a little bit of extra manpower per month, but not very much. We are going to want to change up some more of our recruitment laws in the near-ish future in order to get some more manpower up and a-running. We are over halfway on the Choctaw Nation, but it's gonna be a little while, so let me just jump right forward. Like so, we have finished developing our joint arms production, which means we need to move on to the next focus. What's it gonna be? Well, we could go for the whole commonplace deputization. No, we cannot. We can't have... Oh, if we run out of manpower, then we can do these. We actually have to spend all of our manpower. Now, I feel like we could cheese this pretty easily by just starting the recruitment for a lot of different divisions, pick this up, and then immediately cancel it or something. Probably. I don't know. What else can we do over here? So we can mint the Texan dollar, which will get me some extra resource gain efficiency, as well as some passive caps income, which seems pretty good. It does not... Yeah, I can confirm looking at this that Lone Star does not get any of the benefits of this mission, which I think is hilarious. We could give Lone Star some extra benefits. I don't see the point in that. Lone Star gets more benefits, and then Rangers... Yeah, we gain nothing by helping Lone Star with any of this, so I'm going to bypass all of those. They don't matter. Enlarge the mission to the Texan Brotherhood. They would have to do these to send me things. So over here on the left, I can send them things. Over here on the right, they can send me things. Sounds nice. Irrelevant to me, though. We're going to go ahead and mint a Texan dollar, a whole new form of currency. Oh, gosh dang it, these stinking videos are back. This is what happens. You download a new version of the mod, and it's all like, hey, you want to have tutorials again, right? I'm like, no, I really don't. Thank you. Shut up. But that's just how it goes. All right, fine. We got a couple extra factories. Let's go ahead and start upgrading all of the flamethrowers. We actually have enough materials right now that we are producing a new mini-nuke every week, which is fun. We're just sitting on lots and lots and lots of equipment, and not a whole lot to do with it. I guess I should start making some more payload gliders, but we're looking pretty darn fine in terms of factories and production. We got way more than I need to manage my current army, which is always a good position to be in, don't get me wrong. But it also just kind of proves why I really need to be training up some more units, which is exactly what I'm doing still right now. We have more power armor coming out. We got more light infantry, more motorized. I guess we can go ahead and train up some more motorized, a few more light infantry. I don't want to go too crazy on this, because it's still worth having some extra manpower sitting around. Also, the more troops we have, the more income it's going to cost me in terms of my economy, and we have to be somewhat wary of that. We don't want that to become a problem in the future, though it certainly could. Again, with these mini-nuke army decisions, has this changed at all? Let's try doing it once and just see if maybe in the latest version this has fixed itself in some way. I'm going to go with probably not. And if that's the case, I just still have no idea what it does. Like, literally no idea what it does. And, nope, it's just gone. Okay, yeah, there needs to be a new UI down there. There just needs to be a new UI. It's alright, though. Let's see, we can go for combined arms, and we do have the last two of these land doctrines boosted up 100%, so we should be able to speed that along. Could shave off a bit more time, but you know what, at this point I think I'll hold on to some of that army experience just in case, because we might wish that we could save at least a little bit of that. And yeah, I'm still mobilizing a fair, reasonable amount here of manpower. We're doing okay on this front. Some extra factories, you know what, we're going to go for some extra toward the motorcycles, because I'm about to swap this sucker out in favor of some upgraded cars, because why the heck not? That should be done as of right now. Okay, maybe not, okay. There it is, there's the car. Caesar's Legion. Oh, finally someone other than Lanius is declaring a war. And Los Ejército Americano is taking on the Alamo chapter. Now, Santa Anna taking down this. That does not make me feel comfortable at all. That bothers me. So let's be prepared for the possibility that we are definitely looking at a real Santa Anna attack in the near-ish future, and that does not leave me a lot of time to deal with the Choctaw Nation. So let's see how long these guys last, but I'm going to guess not very long. Not very long at all, and that bothers me. Can we just fight a war goal against you? 415 days is just so long, though! Gosh! It just makes me wish that I had more of those reduce the time to justify claims, you know? Those are nice, it turns out. I like those a lot. I wish I had them still, because they're great. We could go for the military academy training, which does increase my organization, which is very nice, but it also increases the training time. But that justify war goal reduction is certainly going to be pretty nice, and considering right now I've been complaining so much about it, let's go for that extra 5%. That at least shaves off a few weeks in the future. Let's go ahead and swap out our basic weaponry for the laser pistols. Now, of course, the other alternative option for us, instead of going down laser pistols, would have been to stick with things like warrior equipment, get the extra breakthrough and such for motorized infantry, which I don't really have, and then work toward things like the brush guns and stuff. But I don't know. I like energy rifles. They go pew pew pew. I assume that's how they go in Fallout. I don't know. Fallout is not a game I've really had like any meaningful amount of experience with besides this mod, which needs to change. I've had Fallout 4 downloaded on my computer just for me to enjoy over the course of like a few weeks. If I ever had time, God, it's just so frustrating, you know? Let's see, some extra modifiers. Yeah, we have to go down this route anyway. It's frustrating because like I've been working little background scenes here. I've been working like 70 to 80 hours a week between my engineering and YouTube for the last about 6 months. It's exhausting. So, yeah, playing Fallout and stuff, you know, it's on my agenda, has been on my agenda for a long time, and I feel like I never get the opportunity, and it makes me so sad, because I really want to play it. Everyone keeps saying it's so fun, and it looks great. And Old World Blues looks great, so come on, give me some time so I can play a little bit. Is that too much to ask? Republic of the Rio Grande has taken the Texas Arms Association, but they are asking us for aid. On the border of the Rio Grande lies the capitalistic nation of the Texas Arms Association. Capitalist? Guns. Sounds perfect for Texas. While not usually of any political note, their recent rebellion against the RRG has left the future of the territory in question. As a response to increasing skirmishes, they have asked us for help. As an organized attacker, they will give us... No, we will give them... 1 million. 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 No, we do get infantry equipment. Load order of battle file TAA Texan help. Don't know what that means. We can span the equipment. I can afford to lose a teensy bit of manpower, though we get some guns in return. I can't say that's amazing, especially since it looks like they've already lost. So I mean, what do we care exactly if they do things? I don't know. Maybe we decide to take on the Rio Grande in the future and say, screw it, y'all gonna die. They're part of the Rio Pact with Tlalocan. No, they're not. No, you're just your own thing. What about Gente del Sol, Caesar's Legion? I don't think you actually have a faction. Yeah, the Rio Pact is so far just them. Usually they actually get a few other people to join in, but it appears it is not the case this time around, which is interesting. Okay, no, good. That actually makes it easier for me to pick them apart in the future. Sure as hell looks like Santa Anna actually is going to take the Alamo this time around. Well, it did last time too, but it kind of caused a bit of problems. Let's see, do we want some bombers and stuff? Replane bombers or triplane attackers? Ground attack 8.8 as opposed to 6. These are the bombers, strategic bombing, and these are the close air support outright. I tend to prefer outright close air support when I have the option, though strategic bombing is, generally speaking, quite good. We can also go for the biplane fighters and just skip these barrage balloons entirely, which I think is completely fine. I don't even know why you would want these. They're not especially great. Yeah, let's go ahead and start working on the triplane attackers. So we'll just go ahead and get an upgrade for our close air support. That seems fine. We are only a few days away from being able to fight the Choctaw Nation. That will not take too much longer. Is there anything here really particularly relevant? Not that I'm seeing. Okay. So let's go ahead and redeploy some planes and such up over here. Though it looks like we may be... Well, one, we're transporting very slowly from place A to place B. Let's see. These are fighter wings. Go for air superiority. I guess we could do close air support on all of them, couldn't we? Yeah, that is a thing that we could do. So these guys should be able to help me out. There's the extra Wargle I was looking for. You guys are all going to be assigned up to here. And hopefully across this river, we should be able to do some good damage. All right. So now that that claim is done, the next person I'm going to go ahead and start justifying on is honestly probably Santa Anna. It's going to take 265 days instead of 450, so that's good. I kind of want to take these guys out before they become a major threat. Because once I take down the Alamo chapter, I have to imagine they're going to go after one of my guys next. Either the Unity of Austin or me directly. I'd like to take them out before they get too much stronger. So let's go ahead and start the justification against them. I think we will be able to win that, but it's going to take a very, very long time to get a war goal, and my biggest concern is that he's going to attack me before I can attack him. I think that's a bit more likely to happen. Alright, we're going to go ahead and declare war on the Choctaw Nation. Let's hope that he does indeed call in all of his buddies. In the meantime, let's see, you've got quite a few people sitting here across the river. We should try to attack it now before these guys reinforce if possible, because this is my best chance at properly breaking through. So we're going to do that. And then let's take these lawmen and try to push across here. Anything to get across a river would be fantastic. And we'll try the same thing here and see if we can find a weak point. If not, then it means we're almost certainly going to have to retreat. Which I'm not, excited about, but we've seen it happen before. It works pretty well against the AI. They cross the river, we encircle them, they die, and then we cross ourselves. Thank you for a little extra infantry that I don't need. That's just peachy. Thank you. Yeah, great. You have not been called in. Okay. So it looks to me like they're not calling in their allies, which is a little awkward. Very awkward, in fact. It's fine, though. We'll go ahead and move on with it. Broken Coast declares a war. Choctaw Nation called in the Cherokee Nation. Okay, that's these little guys right up over here. That's good. It doesn't look like it's still enough to make too much of a difference. Where are my planes and what are they doing? They are bombing this area. It just doesn't seem like they're doing a particularly great job of it. Right? Is it just me? Yeah, I think we're going to have to try the pullback strat. Ugh, I do hate that I have to do this, but alrighty then. So, what we're going to have to do is we are going to have to pull back on all of you guys. And we could set up some fallback lines instead, and that will work. Can you guys stop? Back up. But the biggest deal is right now just to simply pull them back and encourage them to cross the river and chase after me. Then I can fight them on even grounds without having to fight the straight, right? And hopefully we beat the snot out of them with their organization low, or with an encirclement we then chase them across. So for now, let's go ahead and set up a quick fallback line right, let's say, along here. No, we'll do something kind of like this, I think. There we go. And you guys will all have to get assigned down here. And then we'll have to do the same thing with red, with a fallback line down over here. And then we'll use that to fully encircle them. I know, it's a pain, but it's got to be done. Purple, of course, is kind of in the way as well, which I'm not happy about. This is just one of those things where, like, if this were a multiplayer game where I had to, like, go fast, I'm pretty sure I would just, you know, die. Outright, I'm pretty sure I would just, you know, die. All right, let's see if they actually fall for the bait and chase me across. They are so far. Good. All right, now you guys push hard on him, and then you push across the river. All right? Let's see if this works. So he should be taking a bit more damage. There's the formation of the Central Bank of Texas. Now we can go for enhanced civilian commerce, which gets me at least a couple more civilian factories as well as the Lone Star, which I don't really care about, but, you know, hey, cool, good for you. You guys need to pull back, please. You guys weren't supposed to get back up here. They were trying to cross the river, which is what I wanted them to do. That's it, actually, right there. That's perfect. All right, let them go ahead and do that, and chase. Okay, let's see if this one actually works this time. It might. We'll see. Hang on, do this. And then have you guys all assigned up here still, and have all of you guys get back reassigned up over here. We can actually delete this fallback line. Sorry, I know this is a little bit boring. I'll go ahead and pause while I do it. So these guys are getting into position. You guys get assigned up here. You guys are going up over here. Yes, all that's great. All right, so attack over across Paris. Notice we have a much better chance of breaking through now. And there's the Chickasaw Coalition. Okay. So we're in the same situation now where these... Stop it. Where these guys are now going to have to find a way across. Which we might be able to do. Traders from the Southern Empire. Okay, we've seen this before. We'll go ahead and buy some agricultural tech. You guys weren't supposed to go over here. Why don't you come in this way? There we go. And are you guys actually pushing here? You stopped. No, get across. There we go. Let's see if we can actually make this work a little bit better. And I'm going to go ahead and take some of these air wings. And you guys are going to instead try to get me some air superiority over here so I can win these fights a bit more resoundingly. Let's also set up another payload glider division right along here. 50, I think, will be fine for now. Close air support right up over here. And can we just set up some mini nukes and see what happens? Like, let's say 7. Huh? No, wait. Did that do anything? I'm kind of scared because I see one disappeared. They're disappearing from the stockpile. Are they, like, automatically going onto the planes or something? Because that'd be very interesting if so. I have absolutely no idea how this works. The Unity of Austin wants to assist me against them. Sure, why not? For once, we can actually gain some value out of this alliance. That's great. They're definitely sending a lot of reinforcements down here. I mean, you can see quite a few sitting across the river. I think we are making some good progress on them, but it's starting to hurt pretty bad. Here come a few more troops. I'm going to go ahead and just give you guys orders to go and execute your planning bonuses. We'll see if it works. We are starting to push a little bit across this river, but we're not making the best progress that I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, this has proven to be a little on the difficult side. We could possibly pull back, or we can just try to brute force it and see if that does actually reduce our organization over time. And it might. It might eventually do exactly that. We'll see. What am I missing in terms of resources? We could use a little bit more power. I guess I could try trading for Lone Star for a little bit more just so I don't have any issues. That way we generate plenty of energy cells. Resistance occupation, like where, though? Like, where am I having that issue? Exactly. I don't know. How much progress are we making against Santa Ana? 30 out of 265 days. Ooh, boy. You know, I'm glad I got that 5% reduction, though. That will ultimately make a bit of a difference. Sell war bonds to get some extra income. Effects when removed. Base income goes down by 25%. That doesn't seem like the best deal I've ever seen. We could go for some extra weekly manpower and non-core manpower, though, for 270 days, which doesn't seem like a terrible thing. Though, do I want it right now? Probably not yet. Could invest a bit. You know what? I've got enough caps going through. I'm okay with doing some economic stimulus in a couple areas to try and start building up our economy. At least by a little bit. I'm very disappointed that we're not doing a lot more damage here right now. Like, this is, so far, proving to be an absolute waste of my time. So, let's just be aware of that. You guys need to stay over here, though. Some of you guys are trying to leave, and I don't think I meant for you to do that. Stay here. There we go. You guys aren't set to be aggressive or anything. We could try to use, like, let's say, force attack to get that extra bit of breakthrough. It's just, if I do that, I know I'm going to start taking a lot of extra damage. All right, we were able to get across over here. Can any of you guys quickly follow up on this and get across this river? Probably not so long as they are attacking me. So it looks like the answer to that is no. And also, the Republic of the Rio Grande just attacked Santa Ana as well. It might actually, depending on how effective they are, that might kind of invalidate my desire to take on Santa Ana myself. Maybe. We're gonna find out. All of you guys get onto purple. Just get over there, lots of troops, ready to go. Can we cross this river? You guys are getting really close. That's some pretty low morale. 80s declaring war on more people. The 80s are more aggressive than I remember. Ooh, we did cross the river. Okay, this is good. So I need some of you guys to be getting up over here if possible. I need some of you guys to try and hit over here so we can make sure we get across with all of our forces. But now we have a beachhead. That's a good sign. That's a very good sign. Why is purple still set up like this, though? Does this strike anyone else as a little bit bizarre? It strikes me as a little bit bizarre. Alright, well, I'll just go ahead and move you guys up over here, because that's where you're supposed to be. I think we'll be able to win this. That's a lot of troops sitting right here. Look at those cars, by the way. I like that the models upgrade over time. You know, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool little feature. Yeah, these guys are 21 troops sitting right here in an urban area. They are costing me a surprising amount. You guys are a bunch of selfish jerks. That's all I've got to say. A bunch of selfish jerks. Just let me kill you. It's the most loving and caring thing you can possibly do. Okay, we got this river crossing, which means our troops are starting to flood across. That's good. Still not making any progress over here. And we are slowly pushing these guys back, though. They've got so many sitting here now that, honestly, even if we do win this, I don't think it matters. Like, we're reaching a point where I don't think I can cross these. Really. Which is super duper irritating. River crossings are no joke in Old World Blues. They really aren't. So be aware of that anytime you do pick up this mod. Alright, the Union's economic boom can finally begin, which is going to increase our trade level in the Lone Star, which is fun. I get a one-time payment of like 500 caps or something like that, which is fine. We are indeed pushing into the capital, the Big Spend, which is hilarious naming, actually, given that it's supposed to be a casino-based history for this Native American tribe. So they have the Big Spend, where you spend all of your money. That's kind of funny, actually. That's a slightly clever maneuver. I do like that. For our airfield, let's go ahead and use the ground crews just to get a little bit more efficiency in here to try and inflict as many casualties as possible on these guys. But if we can take out the Chickasaw-Muskogee coalition, that's going to make it a lot easier for me to just swoop in, finish off Choctaw, then we just have to get across these rivers and finish these guys off. Getting around Tulsa. Now that's going to end up being a little on the irritating side, ain't it? But we'll see what we can pull off. Maybe something really good. I don't know. We'll see. Can you guys possibly get up over here? What I want to do, actually, is get across this river before they can stop me. If we can get across the river before they prevent me from doing so, that'd be great. And this guy's got, like, no organization at the moment, so that does kind of work. Still absolutely no idea what we're supposed to be doing with these mini-nukes, by the way. None at all. Who's justifying on me? Shale's Army. These guys right over here. Well, that's awkward, given that, you know, you have no border with me. I'm guessing you have a focus or something where you're trying to get that. Looks like the Republic of the Rio Grande is actually going to take out Santa Ana. The Alamo chapter is just barely holding on down here, which is impressive, but yeah, it doesn't help me an absolute ton. Ah, gosh, dang it. Alright, purple, something I'm going to do. Tell you guys to abandon this fight. Go ahead and abandon this. It's just not working out. Well, I just accidentally got rid of a bunch more than I meant to. Okay, tell you what, you guys get up over, like, here. Alright, and your goal is basically to get up over here, if possible, before they can, like, prevent me from getting too far along some of these river crossings. So we're going to try for some of that. And then all of these guys... Honestly, I'm going to tell you guys to have a fallback line right here, but stop pushing. Because you're just costing me a lot of manpower, and I'm gaining absolutely nothing out of the arrangement. But I will send some more power armor this direction. You guys, Red, I'm going to have to tell you to pretty much stop, I think. Because you're not getting across. If he wants to retreat some troops and only leave one behind, hey, that's great for me. That's actually a better outcome than anything else I could have hoped for. We'll see. More infrastructure. I mean, we could do a little bit. I don't think right now we're having any issues in terms of supply, though. I think that's kind of fine. So let's just go ahead and get ourselves a few more factories going. We'll place some down over here, I suppose. Let's see, 60%, 70%. We'll do a bit over there. That's all fine. Yeah, let's just get some more of those military factories going. So we can keep our Air Force nice and strong. What's going on over here? Absolutely nothing, it appears. Okay, let's try to prevent anything else from going on. Why are some of you guys not assigning over here, though? We need to fix that. I need to have at least a few over here, or else we are going to get cut off right down over here. And I don't mind them being here, but any further than that, and that's unacceptable to me. Completely unacceptable to me. All right, all right, all right. We're getting our footing, though, a little bit. These guys have some troops over here. They're going to be able to reposition pretty aggressively if they so desire. No easy way for me to really get around that, but that's honestly okay. They've only got a few troops here now. Now can we push across? Because this feels like an easy winning fight for me. I say that, we still don't have a great breakthrough value. We could try fixing that a little bit if I go to my light patrols and maybe start adding on things like dogs. Dogs do add on a bit of breakthrough, which is nice. I can't really justify the others, though, because we don't actually have the technology research for that. So dogs, maybe. We don't have nearly enough dogs trained up, though. So at least at the moment, that's not a good option. But at some point, maybe we could do that. I don't know. We can try. These guys are still reshuffling their troops over here, which is leaving the straits a little bit easier for me. If I can get a crossover here, like, we can open the floodgates and attack them from multiple directions, and that's going to be great. I would love to do exactly that. Okay, the Alamo chapter actually did die to Santa Anna, so that did fall. We were not able to end that and get into that war beforehand, which is fine, but I'm a little concerned that the Rio Grande is going to kill Santa Anna, which is going to nullify my attempt at justifying a conflict, which would mean that I have to kind of, you know, reset things, which would be very, very irritating to me, but oh well. Sometimes there's not a whole lot that you can do about it. We could gain some additional energy cells, and considering I'm actually struggling on that a little bit, but I don't want to waste my 80% boost, is the thing. Tell you what, we're going to go for the raw factory output ahead of time, but you know what, with an 80% boost, I think that's fine. Yeah, the Rio Grande is going to beat them at this point. Gosh dang it, though, that would mean that I need to cancel what I'm currently justifying and go and fight them instead, and I really didn't want to have to do that. Can you guys possibly take on 2? Because there's only 2 sitting right here, and this feels like an easy enough area for me to win. We'll see. The Western Brotherhood of Steel just declared war on the NCR. Okay, some fun things are starting to happen over here in the new California Republic. Lennox's cohort is scary as hell, but the NCR and Kaiser are not fighting each other yet. So the Western Brotherhood's going to be in a weird spot, trying to beat on the NCR by themselves. It can be done, I just find the AI struggles with that at least a little bit. There's Kaiser's Legion taking some more territory. Ooh, that got a little dangerous over here. Okay, we're going to want to be able to push you the heck out of here. Okay, the press captures the Choctaw plans. We get some extra reconnaissance and decryption for 60 days. Well, okay. No, sure, I mean, extra recon and stuff sounds great. I'll take that. Absolutely. Okay, we did actually just get across the river right over here. That's huge. Very, very good. Let's go ahead and set up a new front line right here. You guys all are assigned right there. Don't leave. I want you to stay right where you are, okay? You guys are doing fine. If we can join this up, that would be nice. But in the meantime, we are pushing across over here. I'd like at least a couple of you guys to get over here and try to join this up so we can get across easily there as well. We don't have room for more troops. You guys go here. We have to start up a new army division. We need to get a new general. It's going to have to be Tria M. Coy, I guess, is your name. And we'll give you a new color. How about light blue? Light blue seems pretty okay. You guys are... I don't know what to do with you. Honestly, you guys just sit tight for now. 2 of you are not going to make much of a difference. I'm not going to bother trying to set up some new lines of action over there. I need a couple of you guys to stop them. Pin them down while I get over here. And then I can flank over here, which will make it a lot easier for me to cross this river. Then we'll have a whole bunch more troops so we can flood across, which will be fantastic. Some of you guys need to reinforce me over here. Purple is still trying to push and struggling. Can you guys possibly get up through here as well? If we attack in multiple directions, that's less reinforcements once that is dealt with. You guys attack over here as well. There we go. I don't know why the AI decided it was more important to focus all of our attention on just one point. But by attacking these 3 so they can't move around to fill in the gaps, I think that'll make it a little bit easier for me to finish them off eventually. Oklahoma City down here would be a pretty nice prize for me, I think. Can we possibly get up into, let's say, Sardis Flats? Maybe. So all of you guys honestly need to be assigned here now. We can get rid of this fallback line. It's no longer relevant. We don't want to bother with this, I think. It's not too important. You guys, go ahead and hit them from there. You prevent any more reinforcements from getting in, which should make it a little bit easier. Okay, now we can definitely win that fight, which is great. Let's go ahead and tell people to start moving. Game's recalculating a little bit. There we go. Okay. So, Santa Anna, please hold out long enough so that I can get a claim against you so that I can kill you. Wait, what happened to the... Oh, the state we were going for is gone. How many troops you got? Oh my god, the Republic of the Rio Grande's got a lot. We could try to justify against them instead. 215 days. Alright, sounds to me like the Republic of the Rio Grande is actually going to end up being our primary target. We could still try for Santa Anna, but Yeah, the state we were fabricating on, I should have paid more attention to this, but I didn't. Actually, no, it wouldn't have mattered. We were fabricating on something down over here. But, they lost all those states. They didn't own the Alamo at the time, so I don't think it would have made much of a difference. Either way, unfortunate, would have liked to have done something. This army, honestly, we're just going to go ahead and send you down over, let's say here, for now, or something. Let's get into this area. Shale's army declares war on Austin. Ah, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Would be better for me instead to set up this way. Because they weren't fabricating on me, but they were fabricating on my buddy. And we might be able to join in on a war on this and take these guys out. Possibly. In the future. First, got to deal with these guys, though. And they seem vulnerable enough. Red is in a position where we should be able to push aggressively here. Some of you guys need to turn around and go over here, though. So we'll push up hard to the north, try to grab both of these points. If we can get all these guys to capitulate and lose all their troops, that's going to leave a big back door for me to quickly get across this river before we lose any ground, right? I think that is indeed going to be the intention. Purple is spreading out fairly nicely, so we're getting there. There's the Union's economic focus. Okay, we also finished impact bumpers for better cars. Well, thank you, that's awesome. It's not really what I need, but thank you. Okay, so let's see. We could go for better dogs. Don't need that right now. We are not ahead of time on these, so we could go for an upgrade to our demolitions. Hard attack or just raw soft attack is the question. It's okay. I think I'd rather go for the research speed, though, because we want to keep stacking as many of those modifiers as we can. You guys should be going up this way. I don't know why you stopped. You guys come along over here as well. There you go. We'll try to push these guys the heck out of here. Can't quite get to Oklahoma City, but if you guys tried pushing this way instead, you might be able to do exactly that. They've only got one guy defending. Exploration for Technology. The heads of Butcher Pete's have asked us to sponsor a scavenging party. We could spend a little bit of money and some manpower, make him like me a lot. Alright, fine, let's give it a shot. There's a 60-something% chance it's going to turn into something amazing. Alright, provisional statehood. This is what we wanted to find out if it does anything really, really, really cool. I'm hoping that it does, but I think instead we're going to go ahead and have to end this video right along here. So, thank you all very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If so, then I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Alright, let's go ahead and